Guys, you guys are welcome. So this is how you can actually get your basic bodies for a half cut. You can add your peplon or your skirt to it. So first of all, I have my sheet in fold. Okay, so I'm just going to start. So just to make sure I have so let me just start at 5. Just want to make sure I have a straight line. Make sure I have a straight line. Okay, the pencil, I'm gonna use a marker after now to just highlight it if it's not very clear. Okay, so now this is gonna be our starting line. So the first thing we're gonna be doing is to get our half of our armhole. Okay, and how do you get half of your armhole? If you haven't known, all you could do is get the circumference of your bust, right? The round measurement of your bust. Then you can have it divided by 6. Then whatever you have, you can add 1.5 or 1.5 to it. Okay, this is how you can actually do this calculation. I had to write it out. I hope it's clear. To get half of your armhole, you need to do your bust. In this case, we're using 44 divided by 6, and we got 7.333. Then you add 1.5, and 1.5 is the same as 1.5. So that is how we got 8.83. So this is it. Bust divided by 6. Then you can add 1.5 to it. So I hope you get this. So this is how you can calculate anybody's half of armhole. You don't need to make it 9 inches because it's actually very close. So we'll use 9. So you get 9 inches here, and you can also get 9 inches on this side. So we can connect the lines. Okay. So now the half length is 17 inches. Half length is 17 inches. So we're gonna go from here. I hope that's okay. Thankfully, we have it up until 17. So this is 17. And this is 17. All right, so we're going to be connecting that line together. Okay, that's about that. And get your bust point. Okay, your bust point, how you can get your bust point, just put your tape on your shoulder onto the nip of your nipple, right? Like where you can touch your nipple. So we'll be using 11 for that. So if we're just taking out the vertical measurements, and we'll get the horizontal measurements. So this is 11. So we're going to be connecting that. From your shoulder to where you can feel your nipple. That's how we got this. So after this, we're going to go to, we'll start adding the horizontal measurements. We've just done the vertical measurements, all we need. Then for the horizontal measurement, the shoulder we'll be using is actually 16. So if the shoulder is 16, half of 16 is actually 8. Okay, the only shoulder you have to divide into 2. Half of it is 8. So we're going to just measure out 8 inches on this paper. So this is it. Then you remember the 3 inches and 8 inches rule. So you're going to find the 3 inches here and this is 8 inches for the shoulder slope, because you know the human shoulder isn't straight. The shoulder slope just have to come down by 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch from here. I'm going to also put 8 inches here so that I can connect the line. This is the shoulder line. Okay, and the 1 inch you came down, you could just join in here, so it forms the shoulder slope. This becomes the shoulder slope. So this is on the chest line. We'll be adding our bust measurement. That is 44 divided by 4, which is 11. So we're supposed to be adding 11 inches at this point. Okay, remember, you can actually add an ease to this part, so that especially for people who are big, when you're busting on a plus size, so you can actually add from 1/4 an inch to 1/2 an inch. So we're going to be adding 1/4 an inch here. So at this point, then we can get to the waist. This is the waistline. Okay, at this waistline, you're going to insert your horizontal measurement. At this waistline, you're going to insert your horizontal measurement. And for this person, the waist size is 39. So when you get to divide 39 by 4, you should have 9.75. Okay, so this is 9.75 on the waistline. Okay, beautiful. So we're going to add the dart at this point. So you want to measure your nipple to nipple measurement. So just the distance between the two nipples. Okay, when you take it, then you divide it by 2. So for this particular person, the nipple to nipple measurement is actually 7 inches. So when you divide it by 2, you will get 3.5. So you're going to take the 3.5 here. Okay, so when you take the 3.5, you'll be taking in 1/2 an inch on both sides. 1/2 an inch on both sides. Still put the 3.5 here. Now you can connect the lines. So you're going to be coming down by 1 inch. Okay, when you come down by 1 inch here, then you can actually connect the lines. So this takes care of the dart. All right, so remember something, because we are taking out 1 inch here, you could see this part from here to here, 1 inch here for the dart. So you need to add that 1 inch to your waistline. So instead of the 9.75 we measured initially, so we'll now have 10.75. Please do not forget that 10.75, because we're going to be taking in this dart at this point, so you're going to add it back. Okay, so you can also go back and add an inch for allowance, 1 inch allowance at this point. Also here at the waistline, you can add 1 inch for the allowance. To create the armhole, so I have my armhole curve. So what you're going to do is to get the half. From here, you're going to go from your shoulder slope to the line. So we have like 8 inches. So half of 8 inches is actually 4. So at this point, you're going to take note of the half. So for the front of your dress, you actually have to go in by 3/4. Go in by 3/4. Okay. So when you go in by 3/4, at that half point, you're going to connect it to this line, the actual line, like so. So this is what we have. Then for the back armhole, just connect it back to this point for the back. Okay, so this becomes the front armhole, while this is the back armhole. So we can actually connect this. So this is from the chest line to the waist. Okay, then this is the 1 inch allowance that we added, an inch allowance. Okay, so we go to the neck. You can actually have any neck design that you want, but for this particular bodies, I'll be using 3.5 inches. Okay, 3.5 here. Then the depth is going to be like 4.5. The depth is going to be 4.5. You can use your armhole curve. So you can use your armhole curve. Okay. Then for the back, I'll just come down by 1 inch. For the back, just come down by an inch, and you could just connect it. Add your 1/2 inch shoulder allowance. So here, just gonna be adding 1/2 inch here. Okay, then another 1/2 inch here also. So I think we're done. Yeah. So this is going to be the back. Here is going to be for the back neck. While here is going to be for the front neck. So this way, we could just trace it out, and you're done. So you can actually use this, place it on your fabric, and you cut it out. I hope this is clear enough. But we can actually use the marker to make it bolder. I don't know if this is necessary. I actually do not know if this is necessary, but no, you can do that so it's very clear. So this is the chest line area. Okay, I think I should just leave it like this. Maybe next time I can start with the marker. But this is what we have. So this is it. We're going to be cutting out the pattern out. Okay, so just trace it out. And use a paper scissors to do that. Okay, remember the half inch shoulder allowance. I'm going to cut from there. Okay. Okay, this is our pattern. So I'm going to be splitting it into two. Remember, it's on fold so that we can actually finish off the back. All right. Okay, so please remember to just take note of the chest line. So I'm going to be marking the chest line here. So this is the back. All right. So we're going to trace off the chest line, just the chest line, so that we can finish off the back. So this is our chest line. All right, so I'm just going to say this. If you notice, most times when you make your dress and you want to add your zip at the back, you find out that you have this folding, like an excess is looking so puffed up at the back. You can actually do this, to take care of that excesses. Or for some people that are very busty, right? You find out that the front dress is going up while the back is a bit lower. So what you can do, you can actually take out up to from quarter half to 1 inch from this back point. So this is going to reduce this excess we are talking about. So for this, I'm going to be taking out just half an inch. Okay, so you take out just half an inch, but remember, you're going to trace it out, but this point, because this side has to align with the front, you're not going to touch this edge. So what you're going to do is just to connect it like so. Yeah, so you're going to take out this part. So we're going to take care of our darts. Remember, for the front we used 3.5. So this is 3.5, then a half inch and a half inch. So at this point, this is going to take care of the 3.5 too. So you can get a straight line. Then you come down by 1 inch from the chest line. 1 inch from the chest line. Then you join them to that point. Then remember to take out this part. So we're going to cut off this part. So you cut it off, then and actually trim off the back neck. So the back neck is actually off. Finish up the front neck. Okay, and also the front armhole. You can actually take off the front, take in the front armhole. Okay, so we have the front and the back. Okay, so this is the back and this is the front. So one more thing, please, you notice when I was doing this, I didn't add an allowance here. Okay, there should be, when you're cutting this in your fabric, please make sure you add an allowance to join this, maybe to your peplon or to your gown, anything you're making. So you should have like an ½ inch allowance down here, so you can use to join this to whatever it is you're making. So this is it. We have the front. So this is the center front and this is the center back. So I hope this video is useful to you. This is what I came up with, how you can do a half cut bodice pattern. You can use this for any outfit you want to make. Okay, thank you guys for watching this video. If it's your first time of coming across my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up so that other people will get to watch it. I appreciate you. See you in my next one. Bye.